Alright guys, it's time for another horror haul. Talk about all the things I picked up between the end of September and all of October. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nightmare Collective. I'm Chris. Thanks for stopping by and watching my horror haul. So like I said in the intro, this is going to be all stuff that I picked up late September, all of October, and in the beginning of November. I picked up like one or two things that recently came out. So I'm going to cover these. There's no particular order. I'm going to do all my horror stuff first, and then I'm going to cover some non-horror 4Ks that I picked up at the end. So if you're interested, stay tuned for those towards the end. All right. So if I did a review on these at all, I will link the card up below so you can check those out. So like I said, if I covered them, you can check out my review form. Some of this stuff I may get to eventually, but there's a lot to cover. All right, so the first thing I picked up is the 20th anniversary of The Ring. So you can check that out, this Steelbook. It's pretty cool. Sorry if stuff should all focus, but it's gonna go back and forth, so just so you know. All right, so I picked up The Ring, pretty cool. I'll link that review up below. I definitely did cover this. I love this movie, and so that's the first one. All right, next thing I picked up is the Scream 2 Steelbook. This thing is pretty cool. I really liked it. I'm glad I got my hands on this. The first one is still tough to find, and it's like $100. I'm not gonna pay that for it, so I wanted to get this one on release, so that did not happen. All right, so the next thing I picked up, which I will be covering next month, is Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, and we also are getting 3, 4, and 5 from Vestron in December, so I'm looking forward to picking those up as well. But I did not have the second one. I have the first one, but I did not have the second one. All right, so I actually picked up this yesterday at Best Buy. I finally got The Return of the Living Dead from Scream Factory, so I'm happy. I do want to get into this and cover this at some point. I just don't have the time right now. But I love this movie. It's super funny, and I'm looking forward to covering this at some point. All right, the next thing I picked up is a Vestron Collector Series 1. This is Waxwork 1 and 2. So if you can see that. I really like these movies a ton, and I'm looking forward to covering these as well. I've never seen the second one. I've seen the first one a ton, but I've never seen the second one. So I'm interested. I know there's some time travel stuff involved in that, so I'm curious to see how that goes. All right, the next thing I picked up is from Vinegar Syndrome, and this is Graduation Day. I have actually never seen this movie, so I am curious to see how this is. Like I said, I know it's a slasher from the 80s, but I am curious to see how this is overall, and maybe I'll do a review if I like it. All right, the next thing is I have started to collect some Dario Argento stuff because I don't have a ton of his stuff, but I know Arrow put out a bunch of his stuff in 4K, so I've been trying to like slowly collect it. So I picked up The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. This is actually his first movie, so this is in 4K, so I'm excited to check this out from Arrow, and I definitely will be covering his stuff at some point. I'd like to do a kind of whole series on him and kind of pick out the best and worst of that stuff. All right, then I got Nope. I picked Nope up. I know it came out a while ago, but I've been looking for this specific cover from Walmart, the Walmart cover, so I wanted to get that one. So I checked that out. I love this movie. I didn't get to review this because my channel did not exist when Nope came out. I don't know if it's relevant for me to go back, but I guess I can talk about it right now. I really like this movie a lot. I know some people were on the fence, but I really like this movie. I like Get Out. I don't like Us so much, but I do really like Nope, and I like Jordan Peele a lot. All right, so next thing I picked up is Motel Hell. I've been looking for this Steelbook for a while, so I was happy that I could grab that. So I really like this a ton, and I really like this movie. It's grimy, it's gritty, it's just a fun movie all around. All right, so next thing I picked up, which I did cover, so I'll link that up, is I picked up Piranha on 4K from Scream Factory. I love this movie. This was a first time watch for me, so definitely check that review out, and I kind of go more in depth on my thoughts on the movie. All right. The next thing I picked up, which I will be covering on a new series that I'm coming out, that'll be out around January, but I picked up The Veil. This is a Boris Karloff show. It has like 10 different stories in it, and I'm interested to cover this. Whoever got this did not open it, but I got this at a secondhand shop that I've got locally to me, so I really do want to cover this TV show. So we'll get into that later. All right, the last two things I just recently got. I picked up the 101 films of The Last Broadcast. This was also a first watch for me. This thing's super cool. It has a booklet. and it's got the movie. I really like this movie a lot. So this is pre-Blair Witch. So this is kind of like a found footage Jersey Devil thing. I definitely think it's worth a watch. Just know what you're getting into. This was made in 1998, so it's around the time. So just know what you're getting into, but I highly recommend this, and I would like to do eventually. I would like to do a video eventually on this. All right, so the last thing I picked up, I actually just got today. I've been trying to get this thing, and Walmart's been a bitch trying to get this, but I finally got the Pearl with this cover, the exclusive cover to Walmart. I had tried to do a curbside, tried to go get it. They're like, yeah, we got 5, and then they didn't have any, and they canceled my curbside, and then they finally let me order it, and then it was delayed, and so I finally got it. It's a Sunday. I finally got it on a Sunday. I'm super excited. I love this movie. I'll link that review up there so you can check that out as well. All right, now for the stuff that is not horror related, but I am an avid 4K collector, and I've actually been redoing my collection, so I've gotten rid of a ton of stuff and started curating that. So as I get this stuff, I'm slowly building up my collection again and the stuff that I actually really want. So let's get into this. So I got a few Christmas ones. I did finally pick up Bullet Train. I know we talked about this a couple of times. I actually did see this. I did really enjoy it. I thought it was funny. Not the best, movie ever, but I really did have fun with this. So there's a lot of cameos in this, but I did have a lot of fun. And this again is a Walmart exclusive cover, I believe. So I really did enjoy this. All right. Now for the next 2 movies, I basically got for my wife because she doesn't really like movies, but she loves Christmas movies. So I picked up Elf on 4K, and I picked up Christmas Vacation. So I've heard this transfer is really good. I have not heard anything about the Elf one, but I'm looking forward to watching these in about a week or so we can get into the Christmas spirit. But I definitely wanted to replace the old Blu-rays I had of these because they were shit. So I'm glad I got those in 4K. All right, the next ones are pretty cool. I will get Top Gun out of the way. I tried to get the Steelbook from Walmart, but they never had it, and it's fine. It's Top Gun. I think this is a really great sequel to the first one. I think the original one's fine, but I really did enjoy this sequel a lot. I saw it twice in theaters, and this 4K is immaculate. It's probably one of the best 4K discs ever made. So it was shot in 6K and then like sampled down to that. So Atmos is pretty good. The range is kind of weird on the Atmos setup, but overall, I think it was a decent 4K. And then my wife actually picked this up for me, the E.T. Steelbook, which was a Target exclusive. I think this thing's pretty cool. I have not watched this yet, so I'm not sure how the transfer is, and I haven't really seen anybody cover it yet. So if it's anything like the Jaws one that we got, which I'm sure it might be similar studios, it was pretty good. So I'm curious to see how this is. Obviously, I'm probably not going to be covering E.T. on the channel, but that is what it is. And the last thing, I finally picked this up yesterday. I was super excited, is this Reservoir Dogs Steelbook from Lionsgate. This thing's awesome. And I will try and show this off so you can see this up a little closer. So sorry about this ring light. It's hard, So we got this, and as you pull it off, it's its ear, and it says Reservoir Dogs. So it's pretty fucking cool. I know they got an award not too long ago for the American Psycho Steelbook, so I would not be surprised if they get another one for this. Sorry, I'm fixing that light again. But yes, this transfer is also amazing. I watched this the other night, and man, it's probably one of the best 4Ks too, along with Top Gun this year. So that's everything I picked up. If you guys picked up any cool 4Ks, or if there's any horror stuff that kind of came out that I missed under the radar that you think I should check out and pick up, let me know down below. If there's anything you picked up personally that you think is a standout disc of the year or of the month, also put that down below. But until next time, thanks for stopping by and watching my horror haul. I know these videos are a little bit different and kind of just talking and showing you what I picked up, but it does give you an insight into what I may cover in the future. So, like I said, that's all I've got. If you like what I do here, consider becoming part of the collective. Until next time, some doors should never be opened.